We're gonna talk about some basic front headlock stuff and getting people down into the turtle position and how to finish from there. Just to start off, just a little warm up, we're just gonna do the snap down. We're gonna go over a lot of the stuff that Michael Pixley showed us when he came into the seminar out in Salem last year, and some stuff that Heath Pedigo showed me when he came out. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna get in our stance, and we're just gonna look for this hand to just come straight up the middle and just grab the back of his head. From here, we're gonna go head to forehead, and I'm gonna take my other hand and kind of make like a knuckle, and I wanna take this over his arm that's grabbing my head, and I'm just gonna start pushing this right into his throat. From here, I'm gonna basically be pulling his head down and pushing my knuckles into his throat, and at the same time, I'm gonna take this back leg and I'm just gonna step in and push like this. From here, he's probably just gonna push back to me a little bit, and when he does, I'm gonna take that leg away, and I'm gonna snap to his wrist. So this arm goes to his wrist, and then I wanna snap him down and go chest to back, like this. So when we're sprawling on him, I don't wanna be off to the side on his shoulder, because I don't really have any weight on him. I wanna be with my chest right here on the back of his neck. So I'm here, and I'm just gonna try to get my weight back. I wanna have one arm over his shoulders and by his neck. The other one's gonna be here on his armpit, and I'm gonna grab my hands together and just get all my weight down. I wanna go shoelaces to the mat, like this. So I'm not wearing shoes, but if I were, I'm gonna have my shoelaces touching the mat, okay? So a common mistake people make is they try to snap at the bicep. So we'll go here, we'll be pushing in, and then when I snap, I try to go to the bicep and pull this down, and this isn't really gonna work. I'm gonna actually just like catch it here on my chest. So instead, I wanna take this hand all the way to his wrist, and I'm gonna peel it here. My elbows are gonna go high, and then I'm gonna take this leg away, and I'm trying to put Alex's nose where my toes are, like this. From here, I go chest to back, and I go shoelaces to the mat, like this, okay? So a little faster, grabbing heads, I go over tie, I'm pushing in, he pushes back, and I use that backwards push to get him down, okay? So if we were to just snap without any pressure, it would look like this. I'd go, boom. That's not really gonna work, right? So I need to get him pushing into me. So I'm just pissing him off here, and then as soon as he pushes back, that's when I'm going for it, okay? Any questions, or anyone wanna see it again? Okay, 1, 2, 3, give it a shot. I just wanna give you one more way to get around to the back and put someone down in turtle. This is something Alejandro Wajner showed us when he came out about 1.5 years ago. Alejandro talked about how the duck under is one of the best ways to get around to our opponent's back, and he likes to set it up if they're grabbing our wrist. So a lot of times we're just here wrestling and he's just gonna get a grip on my wrist like this, and sometimes this can be hard to deal with, especially if this person's got like a really strong grip. What Alejandro talked about doing is using this to fake a shot on the leg, and then I'm gonna duck and get it all the way around to the back on the other side. Okay, so one more time. Grabbing my wrist, I'm just gonna use this against him. I'm gonna basically fake like I'm trying to shoot for the leg. And when I do that, I'm just gonna put this up just a little bit. I don't wanna telegraph it too much, but just like bringing it up. So I go here, and then he's probably gonna back out of it. And when he does, this knee's gonna drop, and I'm gonna go this way. When I do, I'm gonna act like I'm throwing this arm over my head. So I go here, and I'm looking into his armpit. If my head is low, he might be able to choke me out here, like that. So I'm gonna be looking into his armpit as I turn and cut around this corner. So I step, grab my hands together, and now we can just do our simple drape takedown. I'm just gonna step in front of him and just put him all the way down here to turtle, okay? Once more, he's grabbing my wrist. I go 1, 2, getting around to the back. I'm gonna block his legs, and then my knees just go towards the mat, and I'm just gonna put him down to all fours like this. I fake a shot, going the other way, getting all the way around. I step in front of him, my knees go to the mat, and I'm covering over him like this. In a real fight, I can start punching. Everyone got it? Try it out, 1, 2, 3. Now we're gonna get into some stuff in the front headlock. Let's say that we're down in turtle. We've been able to put him down here, and we are gonna end up in the front headlock position. So front headlock is anytime that I have my hand over top his head, and then the other one here underneath his armpit. Just gonna grab my hands together here, and like we were talking about, we're just sprawling our legs back like this, okay? So from here, we're just gonna review the Darce choke. This was shown to us by Michael Pixley when he came and did a seminar in Salem. So what I'm gonna do from here is I'm gonna actually take my right knee and I'm gonna take my right elbow and kind of scrape down on Adam's elbow, trying to open up this space, and I'm just gonna cut this angle to the side. Now I'm gonna make a bolt cutter grip where I loop my thumb through my fingers and I'm gonna lace this to the top of his neck. From here, I'm gonna try to put my elbows together, and I wanna take this kind of on the upper part of his neck, right here in the middle, and then I'm just going to crush my elbows together and drive him over his shoulder. From here, I wanna push his head, and I'm gonna drive this hand as tight, deep as I can. Now I'm gonna shoot it down, grabbing at the back of my elbow. From here, I'm gonna crank it up, choking, and I'm gonna try to step over with my right leg and get all the way to mount. From here, I'm gonna squeeze really carefully, and I'm gonna get him to tap out, okay? So the grip that we're using is called the bolt cutter grip. So I'm gonna take my thumb, and I wanna put it between my what I call his pointer finger and the middle finger, just like this. Then I'm gonna lace my fingers around it. From here, I should have a better ability to crush my elbows together than if I just had a standard 5-finger grip. This kind of leaves a little bit of space. But with this, I can really slam my elbows and forearms together a little bit more. Yeah, exactly. It's like we're trying to break an egg with our elbows, okay? So one more time. Front headlock, over top, behind. Already I can grab my bolt cutter grip right away. Now my elbow's gonna scrape his elbow. My knee's gonna come take up that space. And now this is gonna come on the back of his neck, all the way up here. I'm gonna pinch my elbows together, and I'm trying to go just above his neck, like right here. Right where you got this. Yeah, because if I'm on his neck and he's got like a neck of steel, try to power out of that. Yeah, see, man, you do have a neck of steel, dude. That was crazy.
Oh, I was thinking about that.
But if I'm here on like the top of his neck, now try. See, it's gonna be a little bit harder. I've got a lot more control here than if I'm just on like his neck muscles. From here, again, I'm crushing my elbows together, and I don't want to drive him sideways, but I'm going to drive him over his shoulder this way towards Aaron, okay? Like this. Now I'm going to drive this through, and see how I'm like pushing his head? It's like I'm trying to wave at someone over there. Hey, Ty, what's up? And now I'm going to shoot this, and I want to touch my elbow. This is a really important detail that Pixley talked about versus coming just to here. I get about another 2 inches of tightness if I grab the back of my elbow. Now I can wind it up a lot more, and ideally put this hand underneath my chin. From here, I'm gonna walk one knee in, the other one steps over, and then I can start squeezing. But I wanna do the squeeze really carefully. It's like choke meets neck crank. So we just wanna be real careful on the squeeze. You shouldn't have to do it real tight. You wanna see that again, or you wanna see it?
I'm good.
You're good? Anyone need to see that again? Are you ready to try it out? All right, just put your hands up if you need help. I'll come help you out, okay? 1, 2, 3. Now, we're just gonna talk about one of our other options here. Let's say he's super tight. Let's say I get around to the side like this, and he's super tight. I can't enter for the Darce exactly. What I can do is a lot of times I'm gonna be able to get underneath his shoulder blade here. Sometimes it's a lot easier for me to just get a hand underneath his armpit. And even if I can just grab 2 fingers together, I should be able to get this. But ideally, I want to grab all my fingers together in what they call the S grip, like this. So I'm basically just going to take one hand across the back of his neck, looping my hands together, and I'm trying to grab this S grip. And now I'm going to take my forearm across the back of Aaron's neck, like this. From here, I'm just going to step up, putting my knees like as tight as I can. And then I'm just going to walk backwards and try to pull him down. From here, we can go for whatever armbar option we want. So we can either just thread this through, put the hand on the shoulder, push his face, turn away, and just get to our standard armbar finish. Or what I like a little tighter is to take this hand through, grabbing a Kimura grip. Now I'm gonna take my knee over his face, and I'm gonna try to get a Kimura finish. From here, I'm just gonna jackhammer down, like try to grab your hands. He's grabbing his hands, I'm gonna push in till I get him to let go. Maybe I use my knee, take it to the side, and then I wanna bring it this way to try to get a finish. So one more time, we're here. He's super tight, so I can't enter in for anything. He's blocking me. So I take this hand across the back of his neck. This one just loop under the armpit, grabbing my fingers together. My elbow kind of digs across his neck. Then I'm just gonna stand up, try to pull him back, and I can go for either the Kimura, or I grab my shoulder, push his head, step over, sit down, my knees come together, and then from here, I'm probably gonna wanna grab a Kimura to try to finish the regular armbar. To finish, I wanna pinch my knees, ideally grab a bro handshake like this so he can't turn his thumb, and then I'm gonna pull this to the side like I'm pulling a rope, super slow. I've got a really tight turtle, can't really get anything going, but I'm able to just grab my fingers together under his armpit, standing up, Kimura grip, knee comes down, other knee comes down. I wanna push in to free the grip, my elbow to my chest, or his elbow to my chest, and then take it to the side. Or if you want, we can grab the shoulder, push the face, step over, sit down. If we need to break the grip, we can take our feet over, push that, grab the thumb, knees together, and we're gonna pull it like we're pulling a rope off to the side. When we're doing that arm bar, we really wanna pull it like a rope like this to take all the slack out. Otherwise, it's gonna be like a piece of string that we're trying to clip, but there's no tension on it. So we pull it, make it all tight, and then you can take it to the side and it's really tight. Try it out, 1, 2, 3.